This is gonna be a rough day. Good morning and happy Friday. I probably still look like I'm in a state of shock since yesterday. For the record, I am not currently sick. This is just how I sound before 9 a.m. But it is Friday, March 13th. Friday the 13th. And it's our last day before we close school. So I figured I would take you guys along with me since these things never happen. And I do reiterate, never. I guess one of the nice things is my commute to work, which is already 2 miles, spoiled, I know, is even less crowded right now. I'm going to go on the record and say this now before we even start school. I predict the kids are going to be off the walls insane today. I predict they know they're getting 3 weeks off because the governor of Ohio has said so and we have to follow suit. But I'm going to just venture that these children are going to be off the wall thinking this is a 3-week break. I don't know if they know they're receiving their coursework to begin the 4th quarter of our school online. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to find out today if and when teachers have to be back at school, what our protocol is, how to send children their work remotely. I understand for the core classes because I know they have math books, science books, and it's all about units and reading and grading. For music, excuse me, wow voice, for music, we do a lot of rehearsal. We do theory, we do rhythm, we do notation, but I'm trying to figure out what to do with them considering at this point in the game, we were getting ready for concerts, our school musical, assembly day. I don't know, I have to figure that out. I want to have something that they have to physically turn into me so I know they did things and not just say, oh, Miss Baser, I totally practiced. But today is going to be about reaching out. I have a vlog going live currently that is me being told to be prepared to do it. And in that video, I'll link it above in the cards. I ask you guys to send me any online resources you have. Some people sent me a lot of really nice websites that for the time being are going to be free for teachers. Also in the opening of this clip, unrelated, you saw that I was wearing jeans. That is not the norm. Our principal is being very kind and letting us wear jeans, letting us wear school attire. So I'm wearing our Nike house shirt. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but my school works very much like Harry Potter. We have houses. On my way to school, I've got to be in the building in 3 minutes, and this car in front of me could not go any slower. No, I'm not in a school district right now. No, I'm not in a subdivision. This person just wants to go 5 miles under the speed limit. But it feels weird to say this. I'm so much... I feel so numb to things happening. I know I posted this on my Instagram yesterday, but in the span of an hour, I lost my school. I lost the musical that I was doing, which I cannot talk about in this vlog because I will get emotional. And husband and I are going to have to cancel our New York trip, which we didn't get a refundable policy because we were like, we're just going to New York. It's not a huge deal. Our honeymoon this summer, we did get insurance on, thank God, because that trip cost more than a year's worth of mortgage. But we're going to figure New York out. Part of me is like, screw it, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go sit in my midtown condo in New York, not see any shows, and just avoid sick people. But that's naive, and we don't need asinine comments from Miss Basil right now. It's too early. Here we are at school. This is going to be a rough day. Let's do it. Here's me in my classroom. This is a show my student was in. This is my show. This is our school show. I do not know what's going to happen with that. Suspended. Don't know. I'm gonna do a full classroom tour, but if you want to see what my room looks like when I don't plan on cleaning it or touring it, that's a disaster, but we've just been rehearsing. Choir side, we need to move that. And band side, I will do a full tour as this is a full complete classroom. But I'll have that out next week since I'll probably just film during my planning. Good morning. I just got in. One of my teachers got me a coffee. There's a Starbucks on my desk, but my principal just came over the PA system and said that we have a last-minute teacher meeting for 5 minutes before we get the kids off the bus for duties. So I'm gonna grab that coffee and I'm gonna go see what is going on today. It's gonna be Friday the 13th. A butterscotch latte. Yes. For the record, I know just how lucky I am to have such a big music classroom. Those Tupperware storage containers in the corner, that's where I store all my musical props. That's basically our drama department with costumes and props. And again, choir and band. All right, I've got like 60 seconds. But I do use YouTube to my advantage here in choir. I record myself on the school's YouTube channel practicing our tracks, and then I use it in rehearsal. But I've gotta go. It's time to go to bed. Hey you guys, it's now 11:15. I've done all my morning classes. I've got about 5 to 10 minutes before I go on my lunch break. I am completely losing my voice because, like I thought, the kids were off the wall. I'm not actually sick in any way. It's just when you have 25 band students and half of them are on brass, trumpet, trombone, French horn, you can't really yell over that. But we had a study skills, which is a study hall period here, and a lot of my musical kids came down and they were asking all the questions like, Miss Bass, are we gonna have our musical? What's gonna happen? Do you know anything? And I was very honest. I told them I didn't know. I told them I would keep them updated, and just to cheer them up because I knew they were so bummed because they know there's a chance we're not going to be able to do it. I played the piano and let them sing through all their parts because we worked so hard. These girls do 3-part harmony. These 6th grade, 11, 12-year-old girls are holding their own parts, and I'm very proud of them. So if they don't get to do it for an audience next month, maybe we'll at least do it here. I'm still in favor, if we can't do a performance in time, doing a concert version and letting the kids at least do that. But again, we have no idea right now. Anyway, I am going to clean this half of my room and then head to lunch, and I do lunch and recess duty, and then I'm going to set up for my last 2 classes of the day, which is kindergarten and 3rd grade. We do have to cut our afternoon classes short by 25 minutes because we have to make sure the students have everything they need to go home, all their books. My students have to come and get their instruments. I'm making sure they have all of their band books so I know what they're gonna be practicing. I'm also working on like schedules and things to send the kids in the event that we're out for here's the 2 weeks, but if we do have a 3rd, here's an extension. Working on just keeping things organized. But there's so many ifs, ands, or buts to this. Like if they go to a daycare during the day and they can't take their clarinet, they obviously couldn't practice this during the day, or if they have to go to grandma or their divorced parents or something's come up. There's just a lot of ifs, ands, or buts to this that we're just gonna have to figure out along the way. And as a teacher, I hate figuring things out along the way. I like planning, I like structure, I like objectives and courses, and I just am very type A when it comes to that sort of thing. So it will definitely be learn as you go, figure it out. But for right now, I'm gonna set a timer on this computer and I'm going to clean this room. And if I have time after lunch recess, I will film a very quick classroom tour so you can see what it looks like. Because I know I asked you guys a little while back if you wanted a classroom tour, and as I might not be in this room for a while, it makes sense to do it now. So I will see you guys after lunch and recess, and then we'll see what happens. We have to meet again with faculty to discuss Monday. Just faculty is coming into the building on Monday for 3 hours as a planning period to figure out what we're gonna do, how we're gonna assess. That's that. And let's cue to some B-roll of me cleaning and disinfecting this room.
So my counters are clean, and I decided for my last period, which is third grade, we're gonna do boom whackers. We've been working on rounds, so they're gonna do Are You Sleeping in 4-part rounds, and I'll have them divided up into groups here, and they'll each come get a boom whacker. And kindergarten, we have been finishing up our Mozart units. We were gonna play rhythms, but I have already disinfected all my sticks and drums, so we will color and clap our rhythms and finish Little Amadeus, which is really a cute show about Mozart when he was a kid. Love it. I didn't show much of my choir side. It's not really much. It still needs to be cleaned, but that's gonna be it. Well, you guys, that's really it. I'm gonna prep these last 2 classes. They come, and then immediately at 3 o'clock, all the kids go and they pack up for the day. We're actually gonna finish class 10 minutes early. I've gotta go make sure all my band kids have their instruments. So I will see you guys at the end of the day when I'm packing up. Right now, I've got 5 minutes, and then kindergarten will come in, and then third grade will come in. And I will, again, do a full classroom tour. This is a very large classroom. I'm very lucky, and my voice has continued to go. I'm not actually sick. I don't have a fever. It's just on the days that I have band, I lose my voice, which is awful when you're starring in a musical. But if I were still doing my musical, I probably would have just been on vocal rest and written things out on the board. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this. I'll see you guys in some B-roll, finishing the day, and not getting emotional when I put those kids on the bus. That's it. They're gone. Gonna go do some afternoon bus duty, get the other ones that are waiting out, and then start this adventure. Teachers, let me know if you are experiencing the same situation or you're getting told to be prepared, because apparently being told to be prepared means you're doing it. So one day at a time, we can do this.
Podcast.